Hello students, today in 6th standard we are starting a new chapter, that is decimals. Now we know that the part of the whole is known as the fraction. When we take few parts out of the total parts, then we write down the total parts in the denominator and the parts that are considered, that number is written in the numerator, and then we write down the fractions. But sometimes we need to express some numbers using the decimal point also. For example, if you have money but not in the whole number, rupees and some paise also. Suppose you have rupees 8 and say 65 paise. So now you can say that I have 8 rupees and 65 paise. But that is easier to say. But when we go in the market to buy some materials, anything like grocery or your notebook or any other items, then if you see the prices, they are not written as rupees and paise. Like 1 rupees 75 paise, then they don't write down rupees 175 paise, but they use 1.75 rupees. Here also you can see that 8 rupees and 65 paise, then we will represent it as rupees 8.65. So we have to understand that 8 rupees and 65 paise. Similarly, when you buy some groceries, you don't buy in the whole kilograms, like 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram, 5 kilogram. In this situation, there is gram and kilogram. So that time also, if the weight of something is 5 kilogram and 500 gram, then we write down as 5.500 or 5.5 kilogram. Your height also is written in the same way. So, in so many situations in our daily life, we are using the point. We put the point dot between the numbers, and that dot is known as decimal point. And the number along with that decimal point used, that numbers are known as decimals. So now, what is a decimal actually? So here, first we have to learn, actually you already maybe learn about it, that the place value. We know that in the numbers, without a decimal point, we know that the rightmost digit of the number, that place is known as units place or ones place. Then left to it is the tens place, then hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000 place, and so on. You learn up to crore and that also. And then international system, million, and that also we already learn about it. But that is for the natural numbers or the whole numbers. But when we are using the decimal, then after the whole part we write down the dot. Means after the unit digit we have to put the dot and then go to the right side also. Now the first place to the right of the dot to the decimal point, that place is known as the tenths place. Not tens but tenths, T-E-N-T-H-S, tenths place. Now to understand tenths place, suppose we are representing the unit as a block. If one unit is a block, and then if you divide that block into 10 pieces, then each piece is the 10th part of the one. Suppose this is a block which is made up of 10 parts. So each part like that is the, we take 10 parts and out of that we take one part. So here each part represents 1/10, and 1/10 is expressed as 0.1. We put the decimal point between the units digit and the digit in the tenths place. Always the decimal point will be used between the units place and the tenths place. So here, as I told you, if you take one part of the block, because a unit is taken as 10 parts and that one part is known as a block. So one block represents 1/10 means 0.1. Now if you take two parts, then what it represents? 2/10 means 0.2. 3 parts out of 10, 0.3. So that is the concept in which always the 10 parts are done and then it is taken, then it is known as the tenths place and tenths are there. So 1/10, then 0.1, 2/10, 3/10 and so on. Then we write down as using the dot. And here we use dot between the digits of units place and the tenths place also. Now, as I told you, if we take 3 wholes along with 5 parts of the whole, it means that if you take the 3 blocks, whole 3 blocks, and then the 4th block is divided into 10 parts and we take 5 out of it. Means here it is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 out of 10. It means this is 1 plus 1 plus is 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. And plus 5 upon 10. And as I told you, 5 upon 10 is 0.5. So it is written as 3.5. So if you take the 3 full blocks, full units, and the 5 parts of the block, then we represent it as 3.5 also. Let us understand something like given in the try this. In try this, the first question said that write the following as decimals. write the following as decimals. Now here it is given in the table, and in the last column we will write down the answer. Here it is hundreds place, then tens place, then ones place, and then tenths place. And here we will write down the number. In the last column we will write down, so here it is hundreds, tens, ones, and here tens means 1 upon 10. The first number is, here it is 5, 3, 8 and 1. So we know this number is 538. But after that there is a tens place 1. So we write down it as 538.1. Second is 2, 7, 3 and 4. Then 273.4. Very simple. And the last is 3, 5, 4, 6. So it is 354, and then tens place of 0.6. So 354.6. So by this way you can write down when the numbers are given in the different places. Then using the decimal point we can write down like the whole, up to here we know already. Only the extra is the tens place, and that whatever digit is that it is putting after the, we have to put it after the decimal point, and we read it as 538.1, 273.4, 354.6 and so on. So that is the way we represent the decimals. Now representing decimals on number line. In the previous chapter we learned how to represent fractions on number line, in which we saw that if the number is, the fraction is proper fraction, it always lies between 0 and 1. And then the length between 0 and 1 is divided into the parts equal to the number in the denominator. And then we consider the part which is same as the number in the numerator. And then we represent that fraction on number line. If it was improper fraction, what we do? We can convert it into the mixed fraction, and then we decide between which two whole numbers that number lie between, and then same thing we have to do between that two whole numbers. But now here we have to learn how to represent the decimal numbers. It is also very simple. Let us understand with the help of an example. We take 0.8. How do you read it as in a fraction? 8 tenths. Because we write down as 8 upon 10. And as we know that it is a number between 0 and 1, because it is greater than 0 because it is 0.8. So it is greater than 0 but less than 1. It means that this decimal number lies between 0 and 1. And as it is 8 tenths, what will we do? It is same like that fractions we learn. We have to make 10 parts between the lengths of the 0 and 1. So between 0 and 1 we have to make 10 equal parts. And then we will take the which part? 8th part, because it is 8 upon 10, 0.8. So now, as you saw that 0 and 1, I make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 parts. So now I have to consider the 8th part. So here first one is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and this 8th part is 0.8. So I represent it here as 0.8. So whatever the number is like 0 point something, and then you have to divide it in the length between 0 and 1 into 10 equal parts, and then consider that part which is in the number. So now it is when the number is between 0 and 1. But now if the number is greater than that, like 2.5, so now it is greater than 2 because it is 2.5 and less than 3. So it lies between 2 and 3. So now we have to divide the space or the length between the whole numbers 2 and 3 into 10 equal parts. And then we have to take the 5th part. Look here, 2 and then we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 parts. Now we have to take the 5th part. So first, second, third, fourth and 5th. That will represent 2.1, that will represent 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. We need not put all the numbers like that. Here it was first, so I put that number so you can understand that how is it possible. So now here I wrote down, but it is, if you write down then also nothing wrong. But whatever number you have to highlight. 2.5 we have to highlight like that. So it is like that we have to do the number on the number line. It is very simple. Just look the number before the decimal point. If it is 0, then it is between 0 and 1. If it is 2, then it is between 2 and 3. If it is 3, then it is between 3 and 4, and so on. So by this method we can easily represent any decimal number on the number line like that, and so on. So here we are going to finish the today's session, followed by the PDF. And if any confusion, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.